Hello. Is there a book or story inside you? Have you ever wanted to be a writer? Well, now here's your chance. I'm R.A. Cook, writer, illustrator, and author, and I've put together 5 simple modules to help you with practical steps to catch an idea, follow the thread of a story, develop dialogue, and flesh out characters, move the reader. There's also a bonus Q&A with a professional editor who will help you take your story to the next level. Each module contains writing tips and prompts. You can join the Talk Story Facebook page and share your writing with other writers and chat it up. Here's that opportunity for you to live that dream. Learn at your own pace and sign up today. And I'll see you there. Bye for now.
Almost everything I do starts with an idea, a picture in my head, a thought, or a spark of inspiration if I'm lucky. This is where my old wooden file cabinet comes in. It's heavy as all get out and packed with years of accumulated information. I look to it when it's research time. The first part of my creative writing task is to round up all the info and notes I've gathered over time for reference material. It's a red letter day when I find a boatload of research I didn't know I had in that magic old file cabinet. I feel giddy when I pull out another rabbit from my writer's cap after rifling through that old cabinet. What's in your file cabinet? Most of Calvin Splinter's map of the Kingdom of Lumaria was illustrated on an extended stay with my daughter and her family in Norway. When the boys were away at school or sleeping, I painted, wrote, and sketched, developing book ideas and finishing Calvin Splinter watercolors. The year I worked on the map of Lumaria, where Calvin lives, I stayed in the large guest room in their big farmhouse rather than in my small grandma's house adjacent to their home. One evening, Anders, my youngest grandson, who was about 6 years old then, came upstairs to visit and color with me. He took a long look at the big sketch of Calvin's map which I'd taped to the wall. I had also penciled in location names. Slowly, pronouncing each word carefully, he giggled. "Fingernail arches," he said, and smiled at me. It was then I knew I had something. The message here is to keep going, keep writing. You'll find the magic. Here's a memorable little piece I wrote years ago. I call it Moon at 3 a.m. Abruptly at 3 a.m. I woke to a bright light shining into my little cabin's window. The light was so bright it startled me. My first thought was, "There's a fire outside." I sat up immediately, rubbed my eyes, and peered out the tiny window. A strong wind whipped the slender cedar limbs that hung in front of the cabin window. Their shadows moved wildly back and forth, creating an eerie feeling. Groggy, it took me a few minutes to put it together. I grabbed my glasses to take a closer look and discovered the light was simply the moon. A full sphere, the color of flames, shone into the window. The lanky, dark tree limbs that waffled in front of the moon had caused the illusion of rippling flames. There was no fire. What an odd thing, I thought. It's just the moon shining in. That's all. Then I went back to sleep. This snippet isn't a masterpiece. It's just a short snapshot, a memory I had when I lived as a vagabond in an old cabin. But when the right time comes, I can use this moment in a story. Take a few minutes and write a short snapshot from your life. You might find a story in there.